The myth has it that a legendary warrior, Manco Capac, emerged from Lake Titicaca with the task given by gods of building an empire where his golden baton sank. And the baton sank on a mountain more than 300 kilometers northwest toward the sea. There, he began to raise what later became the capital of the empire of the Incas, Cusco. The empire extended over today's territories of Colombia, Ecuador, Peru, and Chile. And Machu Picchu, the most famous Inca construction, is now a wonder of the world. Welcome to Peru, a mythological country, a land of wonders, and a country of great engineering challenges. The mythological birth of the Inca Empire, marked with a golden tool, could not be more prescient. Today, Peru is a major world producer of metals. Copper is the poster child of its mining production. And the silver and gold that are not exported become art when the Peruvian craftsmen leave passion and creativity in their flashing work. Peru is also a country of geographical contrasts. The coast has deserts and big cities. In the Andes, the fresh blizzards reach colorful cities after airing mountains of more than 6,700 meters. And the jungle has plenty of natural forests that mitigate the world's climate change. It's also a region of big rivers, including the Amazon, another wonder of the world. The pre-Columbian Peruvians left many legacies. The so-called Andenes, the massive and impressive terraces on the Andean's hillside, slow erosion and use rainwater for irrigation, a technique still viewed in agriculture of modern Peru. But the Peruvian pre-Columbian legacy still shows mysterious landmarks. The Nazca lines, nearly a millennium old, and the citadel of Carao, of more than 5 millennia, still await their scientific explanation. The conquest of the Inca Empire by the Spaniards in the 15th century destroyed much of the heritage of the pre-colonial Peru. But that violent historic event had the positive side of fusing architectural styles. The merger of styles built a new generation of cities, with landmark buildings that still stand the test of time. As the Peruvian history unrolled, other styles emerged. Periods of temporary economic booms, as the rubber boom in the jungle in the late 19th century, left their own landmarks. The old town of Lima is a cultural heritage of humanity, as it was the use brought in by the old Spaniards. In the Plaza Mayor are located the government palace, the city hall, and the cathedral. The evolution of colonial and republican towns in turn stirred new service needs and new challenges for engineering. All those needs triggered the raising of great hydroelectric dams, irrigation, pipelines, roads, and transportation in all its forms. The Lima-Huancayo Railway is one of the highest in the world. To lay the rails to almost 4,800 meters of altitude, 56 bridges, 69 tunnels, and 1,200 curves were constructed. Infiernillo, a bridge of only 60 meters of light, is the flagship work of the railway. It was built over 3,300 meters of altitude. The urban growth of the Republican era of Peru was another field for Peruvian engineering challenge. Lima has a modern airport and seaport. In Miraflores and San Isidro, the favorite places to live and do business in the capital city, the skyline is shaped by modern office buildings and hotels. Lima also has sites, and it has proven ability to organize global conferences. In December 2014, it hosted the Climate Change Mitigation Conference, COP20, a worldwide meeting of the United Nations. Months later, in 2015, the International Monetary Fund and World Bank premiered Lima's convention center with their annual spring meetings of 192 countries. But the tourist, historical, and urban interests of Lima and Peru is not limited to the orthodox engineering. In the culinary field, the country can show their latest feat, the re-engineering of the Peruvian cuisine. In the capital city, Mistura opens annually in September. It's one of the biggest gastronomic events in the world, with up to 15,000 visitors per day. Also in the capital, places for entertainment abound. The so-called Peñas Criollas, or Creole clubs, are centers for music and Peruvian folklore. Come down to Lima, Peru. You will find out that the city itself is an open invitation to an unforgettable visit.
Dear colleagues, Peru is pleased to host the World Fair meeting and organize the World Engineering Conference on Disaster Risk Reduction, which will take place on 5th to 6th December 2016 in Lima, Peru. We are confident that it will meet all your expectations, and with great satisfaction I invite you to participate in the conference. We very much look forward to seeing you this December in Lima, Peru.